What's up, guys? PK on TV here, and welcome back to Friday Night Live. It is episode 6. Not actually, but it actually is episode 6. So, it's getting a little spooky around here at Loud TV. And, but better thing to do, obviously, than make a Friday Night Live episode. So, let's just hop right into it. Alright, to start off this week, we got literally, it just came in as we are speaking at this moment. Brian Laundrie. Is it laundry? Okay, is it laundry or lingerie? I like lingerie. Dr. Laundrie. Dr. Trey reference there, but his body was found somewhere other than in Gabby Bettino's car. Which, that would have been definitely sus. But it was found. So, the hoax is up. He isn't out there living on Manwich. He is actually, just dead. So that ends that debacle. And also, everything's coming straight in, right immediately now. Trump is, the man himself, is opening a social media business called Truth. Because what would you want to know about Trump? One word that would describe him? Truth. That's one thing he would definitely describe himself. Oh, for sure. Oh, wait, what the heck is it? Is that an alien over there? Wait, guys, look. Is that... It's E.T., bro. This guy's just... This guy's just nuts. There's literally just an alien sitting right next to me. I didn't even know about it. I guess he can stay here. I mean, who cares anyways? It's just live on TV. Yeah. Well, he is live on TV, though. He knows. Alright. Crazy stuff. All the sports is happening, obviously. When is there not sports happening? Except like in the summer. Besides that, the MLB is still going. It's still kicking. They're still playing baseball when it's like 2 degrees out. Finally, it comes that time when the season just winds down. We are in the... Alright, so we got the update. It is in. So right now, the Astros and the Braves are in. The series is tied. Oh boy, it's a close one. But if we were basing it off of the previous game that had happened on Tuesday night, it was a 7-2 win by the Astros. It was a good win, I would say, for the Astros. And may the best one win. Big news for the Braves. First time they've been to the big game since 1999. Oh boy, we remember that year. We all thought the world was going to end the next year. And the great year we know as 2000. But this ain't not new for the Astros. It seems like just almost every year they go now. It's the routine, the annual World Series run. They've just been in the AL Championship, I think, for like literally every year now for at least 5 years. They've been good for at least that long. Before then, we can say that they were kind of a newer team. They've been one of the newer teams ever since like the 60s, I think they've been. Ben Simmons was reportedly didn't go to team practice this week. So what the story was. So let's give some context here, because all my homies love context. Alright, so I thought right here I'd tell you a interesting story that wasn't actually about me, but it was actually that whole situation behind Ben Simmons on why he is dipping from the media and all that stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be this week's edition of Story Time. It's gonna be this story. Hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, so let's give you context. So this was last year, because there's already a new NBA season out. It's going pretty decent so far. But maybe not for the Sixers. I'll explain why. So this was Game 7 last year in the Eastern semifinals. They had to face a red-hot Atlanta Hawks. Louis, they wear red, so I do deserve to call them red-hot. Which is they were at this time. So the game is at Philly. I think that's important. But also, the game was winding down. There was only 3 minutes left. I mean, everybody, the Sixers, the Philadelphia 76ers, the dude himself, Joel Embiid, Doc Rivers, everybody wanted this win. Everybody wanted this. Like, they were hungry for a win. The whole crowd was really feeling it. Ben Simmons drove to the basket. We all thought this was safe. I may be predicting the future right now, but maybe not. But what happened was,
can barely get an inch of space, and the defender reaches in to steal the ball. He almost succeeds, but then, at the last second, Ben spins. He completely dusts his defender, and he has a wide open lane bigger than a freeway at 4 a.m.
So, what do you think he does? Just guess, guys. Just give me a guess. If you guessed he took the dunk, you're unfortunately wrong. He didn't take the dunk. He instead, because point guards like to throw the ball around like rumors. They come here, they go there, whatever. But then he got absolutely bodied. Matisse Thybulle got completely bodied in the paint. And the Sixers would go on to lose that game. It was a really tough loss. Ben Simmons, could you honestly say he choked it? Like, do you like people were in Philadelphia were angry? Yeah, they were really mad. They were stomping on his jersey. They were doing tap dancing on his jersey on the ground. They were not happy with his performance. And Joel Embiid wasn't either. He's like, Doc Rivers also stated in that, he said, I think I'll pull the clip here.
You think Ben Simmons can still be a point guard for a team like the one you guys want to become?
Yeah, David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now.
So basically, what happened was, the whole team was upset with Ben Simmons because he couldn't do the simple thing. And for now, months and months on end now, he's been getting hated. People want him out of Philly. Like, the fans literally hate him. So what has he done now? He is in a tight situation ever since the summer. So he's been going. So he hasn't. So it's August now. It's been a couple months since that dangerous loss to this team's reputation, because it was a big disappointment. They were supposed to be the number 1 seed, and they didn't even make it past the Atlanta Hawks, which was unfortunate, but should happen. So what happened was, Ben Simmons didn't go to training camp. He wasn't showing up to team meetings. I mean, I don't show up to meetings. I don't show up to team meetings myself. I mean, not all the time, but he just didn't go, period. He was making shit even worse. I'm like, we all do some pretty bad things, but we don't go and miss practices and training camp on purpose. And Embiid was like, oh well. I mean, now we're gonna discuss how he felt, but everybody is now like really disappointed at Ben Simmons. He didn't go to training camp. So then, what do you think he does when preseason starts? Let me tell you, he's not responding to calls to the team. He's not at training camp. So what does he do? He doesn't show up to the preseason games. So this is around like September-ish now, and the season's about to start. He doesn't show up to any of the preseason games, and to the shock of many, not any fans, but he then, in between all this time, I put the date up when this all happens, he says he wants to get traded. But, as we know, who is it? On First Take, Woj, the GOAT Woj, went on. Yeah, I know my name's dog. He went on First Take and they were talking about Ben Simmons getting traded, and they said that it'd be very hard to trade him. I mean, it'd be hard to trade somebody who just doesn't like Philadelphia anymore. Obviously, so you would have thought they would have traded him, but it's actually really hard to trade him. Like Philadelphia needs Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons needs to play the team. Yeah, he actually does need to play for the team, but he needs to play like he's needed in the organization in order to win a championship. And he really just let that go. So now, after every preseason game, he gets fined $360. I mean, 360,000. Ooh, we're taking it up a notch. Ooh. So, by the end of this, he has in fines, in terms of fines, he owes not 3 million. I don't know where I got the number for. $1.3 million in fines he owes to the league, and he does show up to training camp surprisingly, he shows up to training camp, but then Doc Rivers kicks him out because his refusal is really high right now. And Doc Rivers, like we said back there, he ain't certain on if Ben Simmons is the guy that this team needs to win a championship. So, as of right now, Ben Simmons hasn't played in a regular season. He hasn't played in a game in forever. Now, I mean, there's no rule against if a player just literally doesn't play. I mean, the team, it's their option. Are they gonna fine him? Or are they gonna slap a wrist on him? Whatever they do, I don't know. But we do know that Joel Embiid, just as we know, he doesn't care about the situation. We know that this is just something that he doesn't want to beef. He just wants to bring rings. So Ben Simmons said this. Oh wow, Joel Embiid at a home game in Philly turned on the mic and was like, Ben Simmons is all right. He's in training camp right now. Well, we're looking for him to come back. And as of right now, he has been suspended for a few games. Now let's look all the way back. So that's the entire spiel right now. You guys can write down in the comments whether you think that he should have done this or whether he should have done that. Whatever. This is the situation right now with Ben Simmons. Alright, final points I would like to add. Because, I'll always be coming clutch with them final points. So, Ben Simmons, apparently, this was going to be a game against the Brooklyn Nets. Ooh, big stakes. The stakes are very high. So, he goes... they went to test him. And then he complained that his back was hurting. So, what happened was... From what I'm hearing, the test was negative. But then he was, like I said back there, he was complaining that his back was hurting. So then they tried that out. And he's like, nothing's, it's fine. It seems like he's cleared to play. So then Dockers or whoever has to state that Ben Simmons can't play because he's not mentally fit. Now, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, it seems like he's mentally fit to me. I mean, he gets all of the chicks possible that he wants. So I don't know. I don't know why he's complaining about his mental illness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the NHL did open last week, but we just we're so back all year on TV. Shit happens, right? we just keep rolling with it. Yeah, we just keep rolling with it. Oh, well, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, Kyrie. I don't know if we've ever, touched on this before, but the Kyrie situation where he doesn't want to play, it's not that he doesn't want to play, but The Nets won't let him play because he isn't fully vaccinated. So then we got the four horsemen of not getting the vaccines, including like Bradley Beal. I mean, the vaccine honestly is your choice. You get it if you think you need it. But Kyrie might as well just start his own banana boat squad. Why not? He's like the best or one of the best. I mean, not alone just on the Brooklyn Nets, but like just in general. So, will the Brooklyn Nets win without him? Who knows? Maybe they'll just dig up. Like, oh, he can play now. But that was the whole debacle. Kyrie can't play for the Brooklyn Nets because he isn't fully vaccinated. And then it's just like, is he going to show up to practice on a Zoom meeting? Is he going to show up as a robot? Is he gonna like be a ghost and just be there, or is he just gonna spray holy water around the Barclays Arena still because he can't play? Is this man going to go to another team? Now, if I'm guessing, he wants to play basketball, but he just doesn't want to get the shot in this arm tonight. And whatever, I'll blame him. His choice, man. But would he go to another team? We're thinking he's going to go to like the Flint Tropics. This seems like a team that would take him right at this moment. Like, no questions. Ever since like Guy Moon, they've just been looking for that like other superstar that's taking them to the big leagues. They just need him. They need that one star. Oh, E.T. This dude hasn't even said anything yet. Oh, he's back again. It's like, this is, oh my gosh, this is some extraterrestrial matter here. E.T.'s back again. Ugh, it's rough. Alright, so, you're gonna think that, what is going on in this story? But, so, this week we had Alec Baldwin with a gun. Now, this may not be the best combination ever, as I'm gonna tell you. So they were filming the movie Rust. So what happened was, they were filming a scene, and the foreman or whoever said that you wish it was a foreman in this situation. They said the gun was loaded. So one of the producers or directors said that it was a cold gun, which means that there was no live ammunition in there. So it's like, okay, so we're gonna believe him. We're gonna believe him and say, well, he told us there's no ammunition in there. It's a cold gun. So what does he do? Alec Baldwin is rehearsing for a scene, and he accidentally kills a cinematographer by shooting him. That's some freaky stuff, man. Now, it brings back, puts the hairs up on the back of when the Brandon Lee situation, when the same kind of thing happened like this. I mean, don't know how much advancements have happened since then. I mean, there's been a ton for sure, but shit like this is still happening in Hollywood. Goes to show you how crazy this place we know as Hollywood is. Anyways, let's get to some reviews, specifically movie reviews, because we just talked about movies that E.T. is telling me he's gonna do.
E.T. Well, we got some interesting movies for this week's binge watch session, we're going to call it. We got the new James Bond movie. We've been waiting for this one for a million years on our extraterrestrial planet. The movie's called No Time to Die. Daniel Craig is back again as James Bond. Hey, he is killing it once again. Apparently this is going to be the last one in this iteration for films. It is once again, it's a pretty long movie than expected. I really want my movies to be nice and chunky, long. Yes. So, I give this one a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really action-packed movie. Also gonna mention Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills. This time, they're back. Michael Myers is burned up in the house that Jamie Lee Curtis was in. That's the children, her character, but then she's now a grandmother, and all of her kids are getting terrorized by Mr. Michael Myers himself now. So, I ain't gonna spoil much about this movie, but I think James Bond kicks this movie's ass. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but James Bond was just James Bond, you know what I'm saying, man? Speaking of extraterrestrial life, we got the movie Venom, Let There Be Change. Let there be change, folks. So in this one we got two villains. We got Brock and actually Venom himself. Both crazy scientists. But one's Venom, of course. Once again, there's crazy shit going on in the galaxy. Still, after 3 years, of course. And the only way they could solve this problem is that they work together and defeat this reign of terror. That's basically the plot of this movie. I give it 7 out of 10. Might keep it interested for an hour and 37 minutes, as you know. That's what I'm here for. And we got movies and raps. It's all done, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
Alright, so we got a couple more things to add. A family in California has literally died on a hiking trip, which is, kind of coincidence where Gabbatino and this whole the lingerie incident happens where they were on a hiking trip. Well, it could have been a cross country trip, but it was in the same realms of that type of thing. They were rumored to have died from heat exhaustion. Heat sucks up there, especially in that place you call Death Valley. We got E.T. We got a... Is that E.T.? This is getting weird here, man. E.T. Phone home. I mean, since, there's been this whole Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons feud, I hate Australian dudes who take wood shop at LSU. But that's the best point. So Embiid acknowledged the fact that, he wasn't... Ben Simmons is just a guy, whatever. I don't care. I ain't no beef between me and him. So, he basically just threw that one completely under the rug. Didn't even matter to him at all. While Simmons is just, out of it. He's obviously out of the organization. They're thinking they're going to trade him. His overall in 2K is 84. He's just on a really tipping point in his career where he's either gonna figure his shit out or just get your shit out. That sounds good. I want you to subscribe to Live on TV. Share, whatever. The aliens have come to invade this channel. The ET still a camera again? I was gone for 2 seconds. He might have, who knows. But anyways, we got cheers, everyone. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, I recommend you guys please like and share this. And remember, guys, have a flipping amazing day.